Now, let's go beyond the barometer here. Oftentimes, when severe weather is approaching, you get these maps, you know, slight risk and moderate risk. What do all those numbers mean?
So it's called the SPC outlook, and SPC stands for Storm Prediction Center, and it basically gives an outlook, as it's titled, of the severe weather. Now, instead of taking timing and showing precipitation, it kind of just shows a box or a range of area that has the chance for severe weather. And there's 1 out of 5 categories being slight or marginal, slight, enhanced, moderate, and high. Now, speaking of the percentages, 15% chance on the SPC outlook means a 15% chance that hail or whatever the parameter is showing will happen within 25 miles. And for black marked boxes for wind and hail, that represents significant severe. So basically 1-inch hail in diameter and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, that is severe criteria. If it gets into SIG severe, that's hail 1.75 inches in diameter and winds up to 70 miles per hour. So let's take a look at this next graphic. We're not expecting to see severe weather across our area, but looking at this map, this is the severe weather outlook for today. The chance that we'll see severe level hail in this area, that is 5% box, which means each location in that dark red, or not sure what kind of color you would call that, has a 5% chance that they'll see significant severe level wind within 25 miles of that point, which doesn't sound like a very high percentage, but it just takes one storm to produce some pretty large damage.
So how do they?
Yeah, how does it decide if it's going to be marginal?
What area?
Slight? Yeah.
Yeah, so there's actually like a pretty neat way. It's kind of like just a simple graph of how they come up with it. I have a graphic showing that. Now, there's a lot that will show up on this, but basically is you look at the percentages and you look at the severe parameter being tornado, wind, and hail, you can see how they determine if it's marginal, slight, enhanced, moderate, or high. It takes a smaller percentage for a tornado in order to increase the risk, simply because tornadoes are obviously worse than wind and hail. So let's take today, for example, in that same area. So we're not expected to see severe weather across our area. So Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, they have a 5% chance to see large hail or severe level hail. And I already talked about the wind. They have a 5% chance for the wind. They have no chance for tornado. So using that graphic, today would be a marginal risk. Now, that's only 1 day out. They have different parameters for 2 and 3 days out, but we're not really expecting much severe weather across the United States for day 2 or day 3. But that's kind of how it works. So basically, the one thing to take away from this is the percentages is the chance that you will see that severe level parameters. So let's say there's a 15% chance for severe level hail. That's a 15% chance that you will see severe level hail within 25 miles of your location. Again, it doesn't sound like a lot, but once again, it just takes one storm to create the severe level hail. And even when we get a severe thunderstorm warning, and it's like a smaller box, you know what I'm referring to? Even in those situations, not every single place in that box will see that severe level hail. It's just the odds are increasing at that point. So that's kind of how you see it. So typically, when you have marginal risk, you have about a 5% chance, and the slight risk is a 15% chance. And we haven't gotten to enhance. We did get to enhance a few weeks ago, but when you get to that level, it's pretty much like confirmed that there will be severe weather. So.
All right, Jacob. Thank you.